Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about some fermented garlic honey. We've had the cold and flu come through this house and I'm kind of late on making this, but I want to go ahead and get started because there's still plenty of winter left. Alright, so just a few things that we're going to need. We're going to need a clean mason jar. We'll need some garlic. And we grew these. We got plenty of these. You'll need some local honey. Make sure it's raw, unpasteurized honey. You'll need a lid and ring. And I actually have a fermenting kit. And so I think I'm going to use this for my lid. I have yet to make anything fermented, so this is my first time. It's got a recipe book. Let's see. I think I'll use this for my lid. It just fits on here. That way, as it's fermenting, the CO2 can come out without me having to burp the lid. Also got some of these glass pebbles to make my garlic sink and not float. We'll use that. And I don't think I'll need that. Put that back in there. Let's see. So this is the Mason top brand. These are called pickle pipes. And this is a pickle pebble. So I'm going to use those instead of the lid and ring. So I think that's going to help me. Alright, let me get this out the way. Alright, so fermented garlic honey. We got everything we need here. The only other thing we're going to need is this cutting board, a knife, and thyme. You're going to need some thyme, like T-I-M-E thyme. Alright, let me grab some more garlic. So I am going to have to probably peel most of this. Yes. So this will probably take the most time. Just getting all the garlic peeled. Some people say you don't have to peel it, but I guess because some of that good bacteria is still in the paper around it. That you need for the fermenting process. So the first step is going to be we're going to peel all these cloves. I find it easier to be able to kind of smash it a little bit, and the paper tends to come off a little better. Alright, I'm going to get these all peeled and I'll be right back. So this is the tedious chore of definitely peeling the garlic cloves. But you want to use get it about halfway. You want to fill it with garlic cloves about halfway in your jar. I'm making me a pretty good sized batch here, so we're getting there. Now, like I said earlier, these are garlic that we grew. But you just fill the jar halfway. I'm actually going to cut mine into smaller pieces because I've never done this before, and garlic has quite the bite to it. So I want mine in smaller bits and pieces just in case I can't handle it. Because garlic can be kind of spicy. when it's raw. So yeah, I'm gonna finish these garlic cloves, getting them peeled and put in my jar, and then I'm gonna cut them up into little smaller pieces, and then we'll pour the honey over it. The honey will be next. So this part is a little tedious, a little time consuming, getting everything peeled and ready to go. So we're getting there. Alright, so I've seen that it takes about a month for it to ferment, for the garlic to ferment, and then you can start eating it. You can eat the garlic and the honey. And I've seen that it is good for a year or longer. And people have been doing this for centuries. Not years, centuries. So apparently this is a tried and true cold and flu remedy. But it is much more than just for colds and flus. It's also good for your gut because it's fermented. It's good for your cardiovascular system. It is good for your blood pressure. It helps your blood sugar, manages out your blood sugar. That'd be beneficial for diabetes, pre-diabetic people. Let's see, it's a good immune booster. It's good for your cholesterol. A lot of good benefits in here. It's good for like all the symptoms of a cold, cough, sore throat, fevers, all that stuff. Just the mixture of garlic and honey. It's antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial, loaded with antioxidants. So, I mean, in reality, it all sounds pretty good. I mean, food is definitely medicine. So, you can also just use this in your cooking. I've seen where people were like using it as like marinades, putting it in their like for dressing. I've seen someone who had used it on their pizza, like just drizzled it over their pizza, which actually sounds really good. I love garlic and I love honey, so can't go wrong with that. A lot of good benefits. You could put it in your tea. You like herbal teas, and well, even just regular tea, green tea, black tea. Be good in there. So yeah, when you start having some symptoms, you can take you a spoonful of the honey and garlic and eat it. I would do it in the morning and then again before bedtime. I had seen where someone said you can use it as like a preventative, like just eat 1 to 2 pieces every day, just to, I guess, keep the symptoms away. Alright. Get this finished up here, y'all, and we'll get to the good part. Alright, so I've got about a half a jar there, about. Just going to dump it all back out here. Now, some of these cloves are pretty small, so I won't have to cut them up. But some of these bigger ones, like this, I definitely want to get in here and kind of do like pieces. garlic smells so good. I know when I get into like some recipes and stuff, they're like 1 to 2 cloves of garlic. That's like 10 That's like 10 cloves of garlic for me, because I really, really like it. It's good stuff. Some of these bulbs were starting to go ahead and grow, so, which we've already replanted our garlic beds, so this was all just extra to use. This is actually a really good way to preserve your garlic harvest, especially when you had quite a bit. We had quite a bit of garlic, more than what we've been able to eat, and this is almost Christmas. I mean, end of December here, so. Definitely a good way to preserve it and use it up before it goes bad. Because garlic, the longer you let it sit there, it'll eventually just like shrivel up and dry up and die. So, we put too much work into growing this, so I'm not about that. I'm going to put this, wash this, because I took it out of that box earlier and it hasn't been washed. And I'm going to keep continuing to chop these up into pieces, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got it all cut up. There's our garlic. We're going to put the honey in. That honey is really thick. I'm going to actually let this honey sit in some warm water. That way it can loosen up a little bit so it can get that garlic real good. Be right back. Okay. I think we got the honey warmed up. It appears to be a little more runny. And we are just going to attempt to pour this in here. I'm just going to use this chopstick to kind of get the honey down in there. Mix it in with the garlic. When it starts to ferment, you'll know because you'll start to see bubbles. And the honey will actually thin out, be more watery. That honey will literally pull the fluid contents out of that garlic. So once we get this all in there, you'll want to, if you use the lid and ring, you'll want to burp it, like literally unscrew the lid and it'll go make that noise for the CO2 from the fermentation process. You have to do that at least every other day or it will explode, and that would be a big mess. But like I showed y'all earlier, I'm going to use this. It actually lets the gas escape, but it doesn't let air in. So you want about an inch. You want honey to be... Sorry about that, y'all. My camera cut off. What I was saying, you want the honey to be about an inch above your garlic. I did put quite a bit of honey in there, but I used a really big jar. Alright. I'm just going to go get a wet washcloth and make sure I get the stickiness off the rim. Be right back. Okay. Clean wash rag. I'm just going to get this honey off. Y'all, I think I'm actually going to use the lid and ring, at least for a little while. That way I can do, like I said earlier, flip it. And once I get maybe past the first week, then I'll go ahead and, or at least the first few days, then I'll go ahead and put this guy on. That way, to make sure that garlic and honey get mixed in thoroughly. We're just going to store this in a cool, dark place. Burp it every other day so it don't explode on you. Gotta let that CO2 escape. And it should be done fermenting within the month. So then you can start eating it. You definitely want to label and date it. That way you know when you started it. Now, we'll definitely probably place it on a jar during the fermentation process, just in case it does kind of ooze out. It says it may ooze out if you, you know, don't leave enough headspace or whatnot for the fermentation. But yeah, that's it. It's basically a probiotic. It's got friendly bacteria in it. It's supposed to be good for a lot of different illnesses and symptoms. It's good for cooking. I've never done this before. It's my first time, so I'll definitely keep you guys updated as the process goes and all the way up to our first taste. So, alright, there you have it. Fermented garlic honey. Look at all those bubbles. It's fermenting. Just want to do an update on the garlic right quick for you guys. Let's grab it out here. Still got some bubbling going on. We started this on December 22nd. Today is the day after Christmas. So, December 26th. Turn this light on. Now, I will say the honey is more liquidy. It's nowhere near as thick. I did go ahead and put the pickle pipe on there so that the CO2 can escape. When I put this honey in, it was very crystallized, so you can actually see like a line of what looks like sugar down here. But yeah, he's still going. Just wanted to give y'all a quick little update on him. We'll be able to eat some of this in about a month. So come January 20th, somewhere around there, we'll be able to start taking this for cold and flu symptoms. or just to take every day as preventative.